Students, welcome you to Trice e-learning platform. Here we are going to start with exercise 1.1 solution part. Before starting to that, let's have a revision to exercise 1.1 introduction part. There we have studied types of relation. In that, the most important relations we have studied as reflexive relation, symmetric relation, transitive relation, equivalence relation. So what is reflexive relation? A comma A belongs to that particular relation for all A belongs to set A. You know that, yes or no? Apart from that, we have studied about symmetric relation. A comma B is there. Then B comma A also need to be there. Then we will say that relation is a symmetric relation. Then transitive relation. What is transitive relation? A comma B is there. B comma C is there. Then only we will check for A comma C. Then that is called as transitive relation. Now, what is equivalence relation then? If a relation is all these three, reflexive, symmetric, transitive, then only we will say that relation is an equivalence relation. So this is what we are going to use to solve these questions. So we will take first question. What is saying? Determine whether each of the following are reflexive, symmetric and transitive. You have to check whether that particular relation is a reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So we will take first question. So relation R in the set A, elements are given 1, 2, 3 up to 14, defined as R is equal to, here it is given as x comma y, such that 3x minus y is equal to 0. Now we have to check this relation is whether these all three or nothing is there, or one of these is there, or two is there, or three, all three are there. Okay. So here this is given in set vector form. So first of all we will convert this set into roster form. For converting that, we will take this equation 3x minus y is equal to 0. So can we write y is equal to 3x? Now x and y both are belonging to this set A only, isn't it? So we'll keep x, we'll get y. So we'll start with keeping from 1. So if we keep 1 x, then what will be y? 3. If we keep 2, what will get? 6. If we keep 3, we'll get 9. If we keep 4, we'll get 12. But if we will keep 5, it will be what? 15. But 15 is not in this set A. As you know that x and y both need to be from set A only. So that is not possible. So only these elements are there. Now we have to decide whether this relation is what. So first we will check it for reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. So for reflexive relation, once we are checking for reflexive relation, what we will check? Whatever the elements are there in set A, they need to have the self image. Is it there? Is 1 comma 1 is belonging to this R? No, no. 2 comma 2 is also not there. Okay. Even any of these self image pair are not even available in this particular relation. Therefore, it is not reflexive. So this relation is not reflexive. Surely it is not reflexive. Now moving to the second check, symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. So what we do for symmetric relation? If A comma B is there, then B comma A also need to be there. Now we are going to check from this. 1 comma 3 is belonging to a true. But can you tell me is 3 comma 1 is also belonging to this one? Of course not. 3 comma is not available in this particular relation. Therefore, any one of that pair, if you are finding that A comma B is there, B comma is not there, sufficient to say that this particular relation is not going to be a symmetric relation. Therefore, it is not symmetric relation. And further on, we will check it for transitive relation. Transitive relation. And you know that for transitive relation, what we have to check? A comma B is there, 1 comma 3 is there. True, it is there. Is 3 comma B comma C is also there, 3 comma 9 is also there. But tell me, is 1 comma 9 is available over here? A comma B is there, B comma C is there. Then only we will check it for A comma C. But if you are checking for A comma C, but 1 comma 9 is not in this particular relation, therefore it is not transitive relation, and hence it is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive relation, and this is done. Similarly, here the second question. Relation R in the set A. So this is what set A is what? A natural number of natural numbers defined as R is equal to x comma y is equal to x plus 5, and x is less than 4. So this is the second question. Now we have set A is a natural number, so 1, 2, 3 up to infinity, and R is defined in this way, x comma y. This is written in set builder form, x comma y is equal to x comma y, such that y is equal to x plus 5 and x is less than 4. Now x is less than 4, it means what? X can be 1, 2 or 3, isn't it? Not more than that. So if we will say, since y is equal to x plus 5, now if we will start to keep actually x from where? 1, because the minimum value we can keep 1. So what will be this relation? In roster form we will write this one as 1 comma 6, 2 comma 7, 3 comma 8, nothing else. Now everything is clear from here itself, isn't it? Can you write all these things, statements? Here 1 comma 1 is not there. Sufficient to say that it's not going to be a reflexive. 1 comma 6 is there, but 6 comma 1 is not available. It's not a symmetric relation. Is it a transitive relation? That also we will check it. A comma B is there. B comma C is not there. We will not check it. Means this is okay for transitive relation. 2 comma 7 is there. Alright. But 7 comma something is not available. Wow. Then of course we will not check this element also. 3 comma 8 is there, but 8 comma something is available anywhere? No. So of course this is a transitive. This is a transitive relation. Alright. So you can write down these statements. Now next one is the third one. Now the third question saying in this way, relation R in the set A having these elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as R is equal to x comma y, such that y is, what is that? Divisible, okay, by x. Y is always divisible by x. What does it mean? If you will keep 1, then 1 is possible. If you will keep 2, then y must be divisible by x. Then it cannot be 1. Y cannot be 1 because y is always divisible by x. This is what it is given. It need to give some value, right? Some quotient value. Quotient value. It should not be like any remainder, right? Only quotient need to be there. So how it is going to be possible when we will keep 4, or we can keep even 6. So 2 comma 6 also be possible. Yes or no? Because that is divisible. So 4 is divisible by 2. Yes. And 6 is divisible by 2. Yes. So we can keep it this way. So now we have just identified that 1 comma 1 is there. Even 1 comma something is also there. 1 comma 2. So 2 is divisible by 1. 2 is divisible by 1. Yes, it is true. So this is also one element can be there. Now 1 comma 3. Yes. 3 is divisible by 1. 1 comma 4. 1 comma 5. These are the elements we are writing for this particular relation. 1 comma 6. Alright. So for 2 we have seen the possibility. Even 2 comma 2 is also there, no? Yes. Now 2 is done. Now 3 comma 1 cannot be there, 2 cannot be there, 3 comma 3 can be possible, 3 comma 6 can be possible. Now 4 comma 4 can be possible, nothing else. 5 comma 5 can be possible, and 6 comma 6 can be possible. Okay, so here 1 comma 1
Then is 2 comma 2 is available, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5, 6 comma 6. So all elements, whatever the elements are there in set A, have their same image, right? So here this is going to be a reflexive. It's going to be a reflexive. Now we will check it for, symmetric relation. 2 comma 4 is there. Since 2 comma 4 belongs to R, but can you tell me, but 4 comma 2 will belongs to this particular R? No, no. So this is not going to be non-symmetric, right? You will write overall, right? Just I'm giving it. It's not going to be symmetric. Now, when we are talking about a transitive relation, 1 comma 1 is there. Now 1 comma something is also there. Yes, this is like A, this is like B, this is like B, this is like C. So A comma C, 1 comma 2 is there. Yes, 1 comma 2 is again there. So this is now okay for one element. Now 1 comma 3 is there. So this is like B comma C. This is AB and this is BC. So AC is what? 1 comma 3 again. Yes, yes. This is also possible. So 1 comma 4. This is all 1 1. Okay. Okay. For 1 1 it is already okay. Now 2 comma 4. We'll check for 2 comma 4. So this is like A comma B. Now from 4 anywhere it is starting. Is it starting? Just check it. From here it is starting now. So this is A comma B. So this is what B comma C is. So A comma C need to be 2 comma 4. 2 comma 4 is available. 2 comma 4 is available. Just we are going to check 2 comma 4. Yes, this is only here. So this is okay. Now this element is also saying okay. Okay. Now we'll check for this element for transitive. We are checking. Okay. यहाँ पे A comma B. Now we'll check for B comma C. Where is B comma C? This can be B comma C. Now, what will be A comma C? 2 comma 6. 2 comma 6. Yes, this one only itself. So of course, this is also okay. This is also saying okay. Now, 1 comma 2. This is like A comma B. From 2 anywhere is starting. Yes, from here is starting. So A comma B is there. Now B comma C. So A comma B, B comma C. A comma C is going to be 1 comma 4. 1 comma 4, yes, available. Okay. Now 1 comma 2. Now we'll erase this. This will take B comma C then. So 1 comma 2 is there. 2 comma 6 is there. So 1 comma 6 available now. Yes, yes. This is all okay. Now 1 comma 2. Wherever that the 2 is starting, now we'll check for all. It's not like one element once we have checked then it's done. No, it's not like that. A comma B. Now B wherever is starting, B here started, and here also started. So we are checking to all the possibilities. Okay. So now here once we'll check A comma B is there. Now this is B comma C. So A comma C is going to be 1 comma 2. This is 1 comma 2 itself. Means for this element it's okay. Now we'll check for this 1 comma 3. This is like A comma B. Now B comma C. Where is B comma C? B comma C. This can be or this can be the possible one. So we'll check for 1 by 1. So this is like B comma C. So A comma C need to be 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3 already there. Alright, this is also passed. Now this is B comma C. So 1 comma 6 is available over here. Yes, it is available. Means all okay for this element also. Now for this element 1 comma 4. So this is like A comma B. Now from 4 where it is starting, it's starting over here. Now this is what B comma C. So here A comma C is going to be what? 1 comma 4 itself. Alright. This is also okay. Now 1 comma 5. A comma B it is. So B comma C, where is that B comma C? Here it is starting B comma C. So A comma C 1 comma 5. It's already there. Now we'll check for this 1 comma 6. I understanding we have to check. It will take 2 or 3 minutes, but we have to check each and every element. Then only will approve that this particular relation is a transitive relation. That's what we are doing for each and every element. Now this is A comma B. Now B comma C. From where 6 is starting? Yes, this is starting with 6. So this is like B comma C. So A comma C is going to be 1 comma 6. Yes, 1 comma 6 already there. You know that inside we are writing 1 comma 6 one time or 1 comma 6 10 times, then also it is written 1 comma 6 only. You know that because it's the same property. It cannot repeat the values, elements, right? So here that's why this is what it is okay. Now 2 comma 2. So this is like A comma B. Now wherever the 2 is there, so this is the one, this is the one, and of course where no. So we will check for here and here. So A comma B comma C. So A comma C 2 comma 4, 2 comma 4 is there, yes. A comma B comma C. So A comma C 2 comma 6, yes, it is there. Alright. 3 comma 3 is there. 3 comma 3 is there. Matlab A comma B. Now here it is what B comma C. So what is that B comma C? 3 comma 6. So A comma C is going to be 3 comma 6. 3 comma 6 already there. Alright. Also okay. Now A comma B is there. Now where is that B comma C? This can be the B comma C. So 3 comma 6 again. Yes, it is available. Alright. Now only few elements are remaining to check. Now here this is what A comma B, and from where that 4 is starting. 4 is starting somewhere, nowhere. So we will not check this one. It will say it's okay. Now we'll check for this A comma B. Is somewhere starting from B 5? No. So we'll not check it. It's all okay. Now here what is that? A comma B is there, but is somewhere starting from 6? No. So this is all okay. Means overall this is going to be a transitive. So this is a reflexive and transitive, but it's not a symmetric relation. So this is what a third one. Now the fourth one we will take. Fourth question, have a look. And the question is, listen R in the set J. J means what? Integer. Of all integers. So here also defined as all integers, defined as R is equal to, here R is equal to what it says, x comma y, x minus y is an integer. Alright, so x minus y always need to be an integer. That's the only criteria. You can keep whatever you want, but it need to have, if you will subtract, it need to have what? An integer only. Means x minus y can be 0. Of course 0 is an integer. Yes, 0 is an integer. So x can be equal to y. If x is equal to y, so x comma x will belongs to this R. Yes or no? For every x belongs to this integer, therefore it is what? It is a reflexive relation. Is it going to be a symmetric relation also? If x comma y belongs to R, then of course y comma x also can be belongs to R. It is okay now. 1 comma 2 is there, 2 comma 1 is also there, because the subtraction either it can give you plus 1 or minus 1, but both is going to be integer. So since you can write it also, x minus y belongs to integer, then y minus x also belongs to integer. This is the reason. And now we will check it for transitive relation. Transitive relation means x comma y belongs to a y comma z. Let it z, or let it be a, b, c, d, or you want to give some name, you can give it. Okay, a comma b and just c, because z you should not mismatch. So here b comma c belongs to R. Then is a comma c also where belongs to R? Where a comma b comma c belongs to integer. These are the integers. Of course this is possible now, because a comma b belongs to integer, then b minus c is also belonging to integer, then of course a minus c is also belonging to integer. You can take any example. Let's suppose 1 comma 2 is there, 2 comma 3 is there. Of course 1 comma 3 can be there. All are belonging to this particular relation. Yes or no? This is integer, 1 minus 2. 2 minus 3 is integer. 1 minus 3 is also going to be an integer. Plus or minus we will accept it. Yes or no? So this is going to be a transitive relation. This is going to be a transitive. Alright? So now we will take next fifth question.
Now we are continuing with the first question itself. The fifth one is what it says. Reason R in the set A of human beings in a town at a particular time given by, at a particular time. It's in a time, right? At a particular time. Let's suppose at 8 o'clock in morning. Okay. at a particular town, your town. Let's suppose New Delhi. Okay, so here whatever the positions are there, they will remain as it is over here itself. So can we call x comma x? Yes, we can call 2 times. Then is it possible for all those people who are there in this particular town? Yes, it is possible. So this is a reflexive. Okay, now what is about symmetric? Is it symmetric? If a comma b is there, then b comma a is also there, yes or no? Yes. So here a comma b belongs to R, then b comma a is also belonging to R itself, therefore it is symmetric. Okay, now what about transitive? A comma b is there, of course b comma c can be there, then a comma c is also there in this particular town itself. So yes, a comma b belongs to R, b comma c belongs to R, then of course a comma c is also belonging to R, therefore it is a transitive relation. Alright, next. So it is all, it is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. Now the second one, this is the first one, A. Now we are taking the B question. R is equal to x comma y such that x and y works at the same place. They are working in the same, so let's suppose this is a working place, then of course this is the same process will apply, and of course this is also true for all, reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now this is done. Now see, R is equal to x comma y, x is exactly 7 centimeter taller than y. Now we have the third question where x is taller than y by 7 centimeters. So let's suppose one person is taller than another one by 7 centimeter. This is a gap of 7 centimeter. 7 centimeter. So here if x comma y is there, y comma x means, is it possible to write x comma x? First of all tell me. No, no. So this is not reflexive, this is not going to be reflexive. Now if x comma y is there, yes it is there, but is it possible to write 7 comma means y comma x? No, no. This is not, highly impossible, so this is not going to be symmetric relation. Now when we are talking about a comma b and b comma c, let's suppose there is one small boy over here or girl, so here again there is a gap of 7 centimeter. So here we can say x comma y belongs to R and y comma z belongs to R, but can you tell me x comma z belongs to R? Of course not, because the gap is going to be 14 centimeters. 7 plus 7 is going to be 14 centimeters. That is not possible, so this is not going to be transitive relation. So we will write in detail this question. Alright, so this is this third one. Now the fourth one, R is equal to x comma y, x is wife of y. X is wife of y. X is wife. Okay, so if x is wife of y means y is what? Husband. C is wife, husband. So husband cannot be wife of anyone, so x comma y will belongs to R, but can you tell me y comma x also will belongs to R? This is highly impossible now. X comma x is also not going to be possible. Is it going to be possible? Of course it is not going. X cannot be a wife of x, right? Yes. So here this is not possible, this is not possible. So this is not going to be reflexive, this is not reflexive. First of all we'll start with one by one. Reflexive, no, this is not reflexive. Symmetric, no, not symmetric. What about transitive? Is it going to be transitive? Yes, because x comma y is there, but y comma z is not possible. You can understand this. Y comma z cannot be possible because husband cannot be wife of someone, right? So this is highly impossible. So x comma y is there, but y comma z will not belongs to that part. A comma b is there, b comma c will not belong, then y will check for a comma c will not check, and we'll say this is going to be a transitive relation, right? Okay, next one, R is equal to x comma y, x is father of y. So x comma x is highly impossible, so this is not going to be reflexive, this is not reflexive, this is not reflexive. Now x comma y belongs to R. If x is father of y, then y cannot be father of x. Yes or no? So x comma y is there, but y comma x will not belongs to R. So this is not going to be a symmetric relation. No, it's not symmetric. Now what about transitive? So once we are talking about transitive relation, what we will say, here x comma y belongs to R. Yes, x is father of y. Y is also father of someone, z. But here it is going to be a grandfather relation. Yes or no? So this is not going to be a father relation. So this is not going to be a particular transitive relation, isn't it? So this is not going to be transitive. It's going to be what? It's going to be a symmetric. No, it's going to be what? No, nothing. It's not going to be reflexive, symmetric or transitive. Let's move to next slide. Now we are going to take second question. What it says, show that the relation R in the set R of real numbers defined as R is equal to A comma B and A is always less than equal to B square is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. We have to show. So this is question number 2. So R is given as, this is given in set builder form A comma B such that A is always less than equal to B square. Okay. Let's suppose here what is A and B? This A and B both are belonging to what? A real number. If it is a real number, so can we take let A is equal to 1 by 2 and of course what will be B in that case? If we are saying A is equal to B square, then also B will be what? 1 by under root 2. Okay, we will accept it B as 1 by root 2. So when we are saying 1 by 2, then 1 by 2, is it possible? Of course it's not possible in this particular relation. When we are taking 1 by 2, we have to take 1 by root 2. Yes or no? So here this is not possible, therefore we will say it is not reflexive. So we have checked it for reflexive, it's not reflexive. Alright, now we will check it for symmetric relation. For symmetric relation. First we were checking for reflexive. Now we are checking for symmetric relation. When we are checking for symmetric relation, now if we say 1 comma, because we have to keep B as 1 comma 4, then 1 comma 2, is it okay? We can take this one as particular relation, yes or no? So 1 comma 4 comma 1 comma 2 is available, but can you tell me 1 comma 2 comma 1 comma 4, is that possible in this particular relation? No, na, because once we will keep 1 comma 2, we will get 1 by root 2, yes or no? We have seen this one. So this is not possible, so this is not going to be, therefore it is not symmetric relation. And why we are concluding just by taking one example? Because symmetric relation means each and every element need to satisfy, but any one of the element is denying to say that it's going to be reflexive then or symmetric, then overall relation is going to be not that particular relation, whether it is a reflexive or symmetric relation. Similarly, we will check it for transitive relation. For transitive relation. So when we are checking for transitive relation, at this transitive relation, if we say 3 comma 2, is it possible to write this belongs to R? Why? Because B is square, na? So 4 is of course greater than 3. We will accept it. Now if we are keeping 2 and let us suppose 1.5, can we accept this also? Let's see, 1.5 square will give us 2.25. So of course 2.25 is of course greater than 2. We will accept it. Yes, it is also accepted. But can you tell me 3 comma 1.5 is accepted? 1.5 square will give us 2.25. So 2.25 is of course less, but here it's saying that B square must be greater than or equal to 3. So this is highly impossible. Therefore, it is not transitive. So what it is? This is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. This one, third one, check whether the relation R defined in the set this one where of course r equal to a comma b, b equal to a plus 1 is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. We have to check now, we have to check. So you can just observe b is what? B is written over here as a plus 1. So if you will keep a as 1, if you will keep as a as 1, so b is going to be 2. So 1 comma 1 is possible? Of course it is not possible. So this is not going to be reflexive, this is not reflexive. Now what about symmetric? Of course it is not going to be symmetric. 1 comma 2 is okay, belongs to R, but 2 comma 1 is highly impossible. 2 comma 3 is possible, but 2 comma 1 is not possible. So this is not going to be a symmetric relation. Now we'll check it for transitive relation. So let us suppose 1 comma 2 is there, all right. 2 comma 3 is also there. If you will keep 2 over here, you will get 3, but this both are belonging to R, this is also belonging to R. But can you tell me 1 comma 3 is belonging to R? Of course not, no? Of course not, because if you will keep 1, then you will get 2 only, you will not get 3. So this is not going to be transitive. So that's why it's neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. Question number 4, we are going to take what it says. Show that the relation R in R defined as R is equal to a comma b and a is always less than equal to b is reflexive, transitive but not symmetric. Okay, so this is what we have, a relation R is equal to a comma b such that a is always less than or equal to b. Okay, fine. So tell me, is a comma b will exist over here? Yes or no? Yes. So a comma a will belong to this particular relation. For every a belongs to, for all a belongs to real number, a belongs to real number, therefore it is reflexive. This is going to be a reflexive relation. Yes. Okay, now we will check it for symmetric relation. For symmetric relation. So once we are checking it for symmetric relation, now if we say a comma b, or let us suppose 1 comma 2, yes, we can take this one as example. One example is enough to prove this. A comma b, 1 comma 2 is there, but can you tell me 2 comma 1 also belongs to R? Of course not, because 2 is greater than, since you can write it as 2 is greater than 1, which is not possible for this type of this equation which is given over here. So this is not going to be not symmetric. Okay, it's not going to be a symmetric relation. Now for transitive relation. Now when we are talking about transitive relation, what we have to check? If 1 comma 2 belongs to R, let us suppose 2 comma 3 is also belonging to R. Yes, it is possible now, because here 1 is less than, here what we say, 1 is less than 2 and here 2 is less than 3. So it is possible. So can we say then 1 comma 3 also will belongs to R? Yes, 1 is again less than 3. So this is actually every time it is possible. So here we can write it in general. Therefore a comma b belongs to R, b comma c belongs to R, therefore a comma c also belongs to R, therefore it is transitive relation. Therefore the given relation is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. This one is done now. Yes. Check whether the relation R in R defined by R equal to a comma b, a is always less than or equal to b cube, is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. We have to check. So here we will write this R as a comma b such that a is always less than or equal to b cube. Alright. So whenever we will write a and we will see the criteria. So when we are writing 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2, is it going to belongs to R or not? So let's have a check. Here if we are writing 1 by 2, then 1 by 2 always need to be less than or equal to 1 by 8. Is it possible? No, this is going to be greater than, right? So it's not possible. So it is not reflexive. This is not going to be a reflexive relation. Now we will check it for symmetric relation. For symmetric relation, what we have to check? So let us suppose we are taking 1 comma 8 or 1 comma 2 itself. 1 comma 2 belongs to R. Okay. Is it okay? Correct? Yes, because 1 is less than 2q, means 1 is less than 8. Yes, it is possible. Now can you tell me 2 comma 1 is also belonging to R? Of course not, because 2 is greater than 1 cube. Yes or no? 2 is greater than, so that's why it's not belong, therefore it is not symmetric. It's not going to be a symmetric relation. Now we will check it for transitive relation. So let us suppose we are taking 3 comma 1.5. Is it possible? Because 3 is less than 1.5 q. 1.5 q means 3 point something, 3 something will come, right? So yes, it is possible. Now if you are taking 1.5 comma 1 point how much? Let's suppose 6 by 5. So here 1.2. Let's suppose 1.2 belongs to R. Is it possible now 1.5 is less than 1.2 cube? 1.2 cube, yes, this is how much? 1.7 something, na? 76 something. So this is okay. This is also okay. So this is accepted. Now can you tell me 3 comma 1.2 will accept? No, na, because 3 will be greater than 1.76 or 73, whatever it is coming. So you can just check it out. So this is not possible. So here we can write down, therefore it is not transitive. It's not going to be a transitive. Therefore this particular relation is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. Moving ahead to the next question, sixth one. So that the relation R in the set 1 to 3 given by R equal to 1 comma 2 comma 1 is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. This is the simplest question, isn't it? For reflexive relation you want what? Whatever the elements are there in this set, their self image. So 1 comma 1 is there? No, no, since 1 comma 1 is not belongings to R, therefore it is not reflexive, right? It is going to be a symmetric because A comma B is there, B comma A is also there, so this is going to be a symmetric. Now when we talk about transitive, is it transitive? A comma B is there, B comma C is there, 1 comma 2 belongs to R, this R, 2 comma 1 is also belonging to R. But can you tell me 1 comma 1 is belonging A comma B, B comma C, A comma C means 1 comma 1 is there everywhere, anywhere? No, no. So this is not belonging to R, right? For now we are done with today class. In the next class we will see the remaining questions. Thank you.